Okay, hello dear friends. Here we have one math problem. So I have some dolls. It's not my dolls. It's not my toys. This little lady toys. And there was a guy who sells toys. Miles, he sells toys. And he sell 1, 2, 3, and many toys. How many toys he sells? At the end of the year, he sells X number of toys. And here, one toy cost P dollar. He sells one at P dollar. The price. They look not the same, but they are actually industrial produced. They all sell for P dollar. Right? If we sell one toy, if Miles sell one toy, he makes P dollar. If he sells 2 toys, 2 P dollar. And Miles' revenue at the end of the year, and annual revenue equals to the price of each toy times the number of how many he sells. It's PX, right? And there is a relation given to us that is X equal to 52 minus 2P. I have thought about it. I do not seem to understand. There must be a reason this exists, but let's just use it, and we do not spend time to figure out why this exists. Okay. So Miles' revenue equal to what? Equal to P times X. But here we have 2 variables. And we want to, the question asked us is at what price range? Price is the core variable we want to understand. We want to figure out. So we can replace X with such function, with such equation. So revenue equal to P times X. X will be replaced by 52 minus 2P. Okay, so it's negative 2P squared plus 52P. Ooh, when we see this, now I know. Once we write down this, it is easier. We know this is a quadratic function, and we know the graph of quadratic function is such shape. Either this way or this way. What do we know about this shape? This shape, we know there is an extremity. It's either the smallest, the lowest value, the smallest value, or the maximum value, the highest value. So there is a vertex. So this question is asking us about vertex. We need to understand, we need to figure out the vertex. The vertex, there is a formula to figure out the vertex. If you still remember the formula of the vertex, you can go ahead using it. But I forgot that formula. I will use complete the square method, which is more original and solid. So it's negative 2 times P squared plus minus 26P. Right? I made an equivalent change. I didn't change a word. I didn't change a number. They are the same. And negative 2P squared minus 26P plus 169 minus 169. I write it down so that you understand. I add up a number and then I reduce a number. I didn't change anything, right? So negative 2P minus 6. Okay, I will still copy it, not in a rush. Okay, this first part we figure out minus negative 2 times negative 169. Now it is complete. Now I make it step by step equal to negative 2p minus 13 square, right? This is completing the square. And here, negative 2 times negative 169 equal to positive 338. Oh, so this way is we manually figure out the vertex. So for this function, for the revenue function, the vertex is 13,338. And we know the coefficient is negative. Anybody is negative is have an ugly face, right? So the graph for this is like this. It's this graph. And the vertex is, at this point, I didn't do it proportionally, 13,338. So what do we get? At the price of 13, Miles makes the maximum amount of money, which is 338. Okay? So this is how we figure it out. So the price is 13. Now we put on decimal to decimal to see the graph. Okay. Okay, here we are on decimal, and we put our function p equal to negative 2x squared plus 52x. Ooh, look at it. So this is the function. It's much slender than my function, than my hand-drawn function. Okay, let's see. At this, I will increase the font of it, increase the size of it. What is this point? The top point. Oh, this is the top point. So this is the vertex, 13,338. So at this price, at $13 each one, Miles makes the maximum money. Now we see some critical point here, also 0. So when x equal to 0, y value is 0, which means if Miles sells it at $0 each, he makes no money. Absolutely makes sense. Okay, here is another point, critical point. If Miles sells at $26 each, he cannot sell any because at 26 he cannot get any supply. It's zero toy for him to sell. Anyway, this meet with the condition which is given by the test. The value of x is the value of his price range is from 0 equal to 0, smaller or equal to, bigger or equal to 0, and smaller or equal to 26. Makes sense, right? Thank you very much. So this question is actually a graph question. That is it. Enjoy. I love you. I really do. Do.